Live from beautiful Ohio, it's the OK Boomer podcast featuring siblings, the real Jean and Laura.
Hello. This is Jean.
And I'm Laura. And we are here to encourage all you boomers, millennials, and everyone in between to be happily okay together.
Hi, Laura. Here it is, April 8th, and we are recording this remotely together.
Yes,
We've made a few tweaks, so hopefully we sound a little bit better this time. So April 8th, we have been staying at home since about March 14th.
We have. I've actually been staying home really without going to a grocery store at all since the 19th. But that's been several weeks now.
It has. Well done. And in these pandemic days, all this time seems like 20 years, like in dog years, pandemic years. It seems like it's been a long time since I've been together with you.
It seems like forever. I miss you.
I miss you too. But as you and I put together what we wanted to talk about today, I have to say that many of the things we've learned and experienced in these last few weeks really are good to know for any time in our lives. So, of course, what else is there to really talk about except the pandemic? But we'll try to work in some other things too.
We will, but it is amazing how much my OH and I all day long, this is all we talk about. But I can babble all day about it. It's amazing.
When we were planning for this podcast, and I'm going to spring something on you, I really liked how you shared your schedule, because you were saying the days are going by fairly fast for you. Do you mind?
Yeah, no problem, Jean. They are actually surprisingly zipping by. I mean, how did I ever manage my life before? Now,
and just to interject, how will we manage life again?
Oh, horrors. I'm not sure. So maybe I should enjoy these days. They just go by so darn quickly. Now, part of it is I stay up late watching Jimmy Fallon at Home edition. It's fun to see his kids go down the slide, if any of you watch that. Then I don't get up till late. I don't want to say how late to scare away people, but kind of late, like 8:30. You linger in bed. We watch Savannah and Hoda in the morning. We know there's real life people out there. And then suddenly it's 9:30. We watch the news. Suddenly we're taking a shower. I mean, before you know it, it's noon.
Good
then
for
I got
you.
real estate work to do, which I'm still wonderfully, amazingly doing it. And then pretty soon you have to think about what dinner to create out of your freezer. Watch your favorite shows, and it's nighttime. I don't have enough hours in the day.
Well, good for you. So you're feeling pretty happy and productive and good, right?
I am. And I have to just say, yeah. I was the one who chuckled in episode 10. I was just listening to that. When you said you and your OH stayed in your house for 3 days. And I ironically say, I cannot imagine not going anywhere for 3 days.
And that was probably, right, us back in January, right? I was saying, oh, these winter days, we've just been staying in. And yet,
it's been weeks now, but we're doing it. So, fascinating.
I'm doing it. And I know, I feel like some days taking a shower is a major accomplishment. I've added in doing my own mani-pedi kind of thing. That's a big accomplishment, too. Well, here's what's been going through my head, Laura.
Yes, thoughts are zipping through your head.
Oh, you know my brain, yes. So, of course, in no particular order, but here's what I've been thinking about, since I can't really share what I've been doing all week long. I've more been, thinking.
A lot of thinking, yes.
Right. I read a good post, so here's number one, that was saying, in these times, it's really okay to be sad.
Huh.
And I'm saying that because you and I are always the ones, and I think in our family too, we're the ones who are the cheerleaders. We spread the smiles. But there are probably many people who could be sad right now. I mean, some people have probably lost loved ones. to the virus.
Yes, and anxious, or they have loved ones, friends they know who are ill. Clearly, there are many, many sad people. Yes.
And yes, we're thinking about you. We're praying for you. That would be very hard to go through. Some people are just separated from their family. Maybe one of them is, as we know, working the front lines of healthcare. So they're
Yeah.
having to work all day, and then pretty much what? Don't they have to like isolate themselves when they get home, or be very careful?
Be extremely careful. We have 2 members in our family, and truly my hearts go out to them. Thank you for doing this, who are on the front lines. And not only do they have to deal with physically being in the front lines, I mean, then you've got all those you talked about thoughts, those mental thoughts of what they've seen all day. Right. And the one will live in a separate location because she's volunteering her hours in service. So thank you. But that's hard. Right.
Yeah, and if you have some times when you're feeling sad, yes, we're here backing you up with prayer. That's what I feel like my job is right now. How about think about this? What if you were a senior in high school right now? This should be the time of year when what? You're finishing up, you're thinking about graduation, you're thinking about prom,
You
right?
might have scholarships that you've been waiting for. What if you're in sports and you're waiting for those scholarships to college? I'm not sure how all this is being handled.
But that would be so sad. I mean, your senior prom.
Yeah, it would be, because I sub at the high school, which I've talked about. And this
Right.
time of year, it's just fun to hear their stories, and everybody's excited.
And
So
the
much
little
anticipation, and prom dates, and the guys wear the tuxes to advertise the different tux companies, and all of that is stopped.
Sure, and the fun little pranks. I don't know if they still do that, but used to do little fun senior pranks. And don't they usually have like a senior day, senior play day, or they all
Oh, they do. Yes, the
right.
pranks
So
are the best.
I'm sad about that. And I'm actually sad for the parents too. I mean, that's the time. I mean, you've been waiting to see your child cross the stage and get their diploma. So I'm praying for all of you too. I really am. That would be hard.
Very hard.
I'm probably most concerned about like our kids, your kids, and my kids, because they're all young adults and they were all getting started in their lives and buying houses and starting, jobs or moving up the job ladder. I mean, I want that to continue for them. I don't want.
Well, and hopefully, and I think as we sit here in April, I am just hoping that it will continue. It may take a little different shape and form, or a little more time, but I'm really hopeful that life will just keep marching on fairly normally, or as normal as possible, in the not too distant future.
Well, thank you, Laura. I mean, I think that's right. We have to think like that. So that's
We
where
do.
you and I have to be the cheerleaders.
Yes. So
Here we go.
we're back to being cheerleaders, Jane.
We have to be. We have to be. I have, and I believe you have too. Well, everyone knows you're the pianist who plays Beautiful Ohio, our state song.
Oh,
That's your music
yes.
at the beginning, at the end. So beautiful. Well, you really did inspire me, and I have been playing the piano. I have one hymn book. That's all the music I have, but really that's all I need. I have been going through the hymn book and just page by page playing through the hymns. Not the one with 5 flats though. Those
are scary. 5 sharps, 5 flats, very
not
scary.
doing those. But I really had a good time. I find that I like the hymns from that Charles Wesley. I like his hymns a lot. They're very inspiring. Well, and you've been running a fun thing on Facebook, which I hope you do again, where you've been doing Name That Tune.
Yes, and I maybe play just several measures. I need to do another one. I need to make it harder.
You
do.
do.
I tell you, Facebook world, you are keen and sharp with your hymns.
Well, and I think some of it is, one of them you picked was What a Friend We Have in Jesus, which that was a great choice. But it's those old hymns, I find that from your childhood or youth, I mean, they stick with you, don't they?
They do. You still remember the words, and I find them to be so comforting. So find a hymnal if you have one, and just hum along, sing along. It's amazing how comforting it is.
It really is. I've enjoyed that. And you know what else hit me, Laura? You may not guess this, but you know what else hit me is
Six sharps.
oh boy, that's way too sharp for me.
Ah, ah.
Yes. Well, no, that just the fact of musical notation that I can open a hymn book, play a hymn that was written 150 years ago, and because we all know and understand how to put the notes and this time signature and the clefs and the dynamics, we can play them, which I thought that's really pretty cool.
I'll be darned. I honestly never thought about it like that, but you're right. Something could be written
Well,
150 years ago. I don't know when musical notation first. How old is it?
it's
Older than 150.
probably at least 1,000 years in Western civilization and maybe more in other civilizations. Yeah, a long time. I mean, it probably improved a little bit, but well, just think everything that we wrote, the Beethoven and all the classics. I mean, those are several hundred years ago.
Yeah,
All
true.
orchestra scores, and we can all play them. You could just sit right down and look at it. I just thought, wow, there are so
That
many
is
things in this world that we should be so thankful for, right?
and honestly, and I've played the piano my whole life. I've never really thought about it in terms of, right, anybody can pick up music anywhere and play it, and it's all the same.
Right. If I want to play What a Friend We Have in Jesus, I can just do it.
You can't. I'm so happy you're playing the piano again, because my sister Jean is actually really good on the piano too. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Well, I never thought it was, but I do enjoy it. So
Yeah,
I
there
think
you go.
partly when you're practicing and playing for yourself and not to get ready for a lesson, when you're just playing
Or a
for enjoyment.
recital.
Oh, those were
Yeah.
yes, those
Oh
were the
yeah.
days.
Okay. Well, don't bring that up.
No, but so I encourage other people if you have a piano, or maybe some other instruments. Laura, do you still have your flute?
I do. I really do. I have two flutes. I have my old Bundy that I
Two
started off.
Two toots.
Two toots. Toot from my two flutes. Yeah, the olden days we used those Bundys. Maybe they still have them. And then I have a very nice open hole Gemeinhardt. I was always thrilled when I got the open hole. I felt like I had made it in the musical world of flautists.
You did, and those have the whole silver
Yes.
what head mouth
Yeah, I
the
don't
whole
know.
that whole first piece. Sorry,
The head piece, the
Yeah,
first
I
piece, the
don't have
first of three. The mouthpiece?
right.
We don't know, but it
Well,
was
you
a
should
nice
get your
flute.
flute out again. And you know what else we wanted to do now that we're talking about music? Oh, I wish we could make this come true.
Yes.
Bell choir.
Oh, that's right. Oh, how many people have done bell choir? It's so much fun. I need to start a bell choir with you.
Yes, and maybe
Or we could join
it's-
one, I guess.
or name. Oh, I would just love to have a bell choir again. Oh,
I know. All right, those are our
bell
dreams. And
choir.
ask
We
for
get
Ash.
there once we get through this, and because you probably could be a little social distance while you played bell choir, but it'd be better
Sure.
closer
We could
together.
be 6 feet apart, probably a big circle of bells. It would take
Yes.
up the whole sanctuary, but it'd be fun.
Oh, I'd really love it. Are you writing that down in our list?
Yep, it's already written.
Thank
Bells.
you, dear.
Yeah.
Well, another thing I've been doing is imagine this. I've been reading. And
Shocking.
yes, I should have told you to sit down. Right.
Oh
Sit
my
down,
gosh.
Laura. I
Yeah.
have something to tell you.
You read. Okay.
I've been reading. Now this book is a book that I'm going to tell you about. This book is due to be released in June.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm reading it ahead of time. I get copies to read ahead of time and review ahead of time. So the book is a cozy mystery
Yes.
set on a cruise ship.
Really?
Yes.
And obviously written before these horrible cruise stories.
Right. I thought, oh, I'm sure the author who wrote it thought, oh, everybody loves cruising and this will be great, which it was a very good story. It was actually took place on a cruise of the British Isles. It was very, and it had a good little mystery, and the main characters on the boat are a couple in their 80s, and they're cute and funny. Like, imagine this, they always lose their key card.
I can't relate, Jean.
Right.
Yeah,
And
right.
they have to take naps, but it's actually cute. But I thought, Laura, I mean, you like to cruise, right?
I love cruising. Love cruising. About every 3-4 years, I need that cruise, and it's been 3 years, maybe 4. And now I just don't know.
I know.
Ugh. It's somewhere. I don't want to be floating out there in the. I
Those
don't know,
poor
God.
people. Yeah.
It's yeah. Sorry, cruise ships. We love you. Hopefully again. Hopefully again.
Yes. Yes.
We'll put that in our dreams, like the bell choir.
Right. Right. Well, yes. Yes. So and when it's closer to the time, I'll tell you the title of the book. But it's a really cute book, so you might like it. Guess
Yeah.
what else I've been meaning to tell you, Laura? Oh, it's just so good to chat with you again.
It
Even though
is
I
so
can't
good.
see it, it is so good to chat with you.
I
Well,
can't imagine. I don't know.
yeah, so I don't know if I have mentioned this a whole lot, but last September, I decided to go a little minimalist and not buy any new clothes for a year.
You did. And I thought to myself, can she really do that? It would be a little rough for me.
It was hard, but no.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Yes, I'm here. I'll continue. Hopefully, Pat can take this part out. My phone was ringing. So, as it
Oh,
turns out,
yes, she can.
I have plenty of pajamas. I haven't bought any other clothes, but fortunately, I had a nice little stockpile of pajamas. So, what else do I need to wear these days?
Well, I have found that I do not have enough sweatpants.
Oh,
I've never really been a sweatpant girl. I can't go out to showings and appointments in sweatpants. So it was minimal. My minimalist thing was I didn't have enough sweatpants, but that's all I want to wear every day because nobody sees me.
right. Or yoga pants. You have some yoga pants?
Well, I do, but I mean, my body doesn't look so hot in yoga pants. So I'm sticking with the sweatpants, but I need more. I mean, my roots are bad, everything. I don't wear makeup. My dear OH is very patient with me these days.
Well,
Not exactly rocking it, but
well, have you noticed
oh well.
I'm sure you've noticed on TV. I mean, all the news anchors, all those people, I mean, they don't look the same, do they? Their hair, the guys.
Bless their hearts. There's a lot to be said for TV lighting and makeup.
Yeah, the guy's hair is growing out. And speaking of which, Laura, this good segue coming up here. So this Sunday, one thing we're doing to celebrate Easter is we're getting our whole family to be on a Zoom conference call. And I was actually thinking of that. I'll have to, well, take a shower, comb my hair, put on makeup, right?
I know,
Have you
because
thought
we don't
about
want to
that?
scare our children. I have thought about that. I really don't want them to look at me and think, oh my gosh, is she sick? Is she ill? Me without combed hair and makeup, it could be frightening to our poor
So
children.
don't
So
worry.
yeah, we'll have to prepare.
I'm really looking forward to that. And one last thought about Easter is
Yes.
use the good dishes. I've been seeing that meme on Facebook about life short, use the good dishes. And I think we really feel like that. So even if we're all eating separately, I don't know what you're planning for your Easter meal, but use the good dishes. What do you
That's a
think
good
about
point.
that?
We never use them, and I actually kind of longingly looked at my crystal butter dish the other day.
Oh,
I might bring that out.
yes.
The special and the salt and pepper shakers.
Right. I think I'm going to use the good stemware and just happy Easter to us. Use the good dish.
Yes. Happy Easter, because it still is Easter. We still have a lot to
We
celebrate.
do. I love Easter. Easter is one of my favorite holidays. So I do love Easter. So, hey, Laura, I know what people probably really want to hear about, which is your
Yes.
baby report.
My good news.
Baby.
My joyous news, of course, is the baby.
Right.
And he's just I cannot tell you, Jean, what it is like to hold your first grandchild. I can't tell
Try
you, so I
to.
won't.
No, you
Can't
can't.
do it.
Try to tell you. Try. Because I've been wondering
Oh,
that
he
too.
is just it's the most amazing, wonderful. I cannot articulate well enough. When you hold that warm little bundle and you can see so much of your own child, in this case, it's my firstborn.
Right.
And then I see a lot of her husband in his face. It just melts your heart. Every little twitch, move, coo, noise, even the cries. I just love it all. I love it all. I'm astounded that I can hold this little baby and just feel so in love with him. He's just darling. I miss him. I'm not with him now. I hope to get down there again soon, but he is just adorable.
You're right. I have to just imagine that. But oh, my heart just gets so warm and happy as you're talking. That's just
Yeah.
wonderful. So I have to ask you a question, Laura. So are
Yeah.
boomers allowed to be grandparents?
I guess we have to be.
Right. But
somehow the world lets us. Although I tell you, I did put out in my Facebook, I wanted some grandma advice. So I got some from that. Thank you, people, for adding your comments and just from chatting with people. There's a lot of things we have to remember now as boomer grandparents. So do you mind if I share with you?
Please do. Yes, I love to talk about this.
Yes, I'm planning on it anyway. A couple of them that made me think. Some I have obeyed, some I haven't.
Right.
Number one, it said, "Don't hog the baby."
Oh no, you get to hog the baby.
Yeah, I do. They said, make sure you allow the parents to hold the baby most of the time. As the grandma, I should be helping out with chores, cooking, cleaning, because that's what they really need. But I fail at
cross
this.
that one off the list. No.
No, I cleaned the toilets. That was it. Rest of the time, I am hogging that baby. Number two, it said, always follow the parents' rules. I'm trying to do that. I am trying. I understand that. Another one, Margie said, keep your opinions to yourself. Oh, yeah. This boomer, I feel like I'm babbling all the time about this, that, how to burp them, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's been a little tough for me. Another one, I did think about this one. I obeyed this one amazingly. Don't post pictures on social media without permission.
Oh, that's good to know nowadays. Yes. That sounds important.
Right, because I was tempted to just splash them all over, and luckily my little brain was working, and I asked first. And then another one somewhat falls in with a gift I got at a shower. Pat talked about making and mailing a box every month with something special in it.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, I thought a great idea. This little child, the parents like Star Wars, so I thought when he's old enough, I mean, he's 3 weeks old. He may not appreciate a box of Star Wars toys, but I thought that'll be fun. And I can change the theme every month. And then another friend, Karen, I may have mentioned, she gave me a gift of a grandma magic box. So I could have fun things in that when they come to my house. So very good advice. And then the last one, Debbie said, do not, and it somewhat falls in with the others, do not give advice unless asked for.
Yeah, so that seems to be that's the one. So you're allowed to be a grandparent if you do those things, I think.
Yep, if you keep your mouth shut.
Right.
And just love on them. But I just want to spoil them. Ken said just spoil them. And I agree, Ken. I'm going to spoil them. So that's my wonderful new grandson. That's the good news.
Oh, that's the best news. And they're all doing well, and your dog's feeling fine.
They are great. Then I will share, I feel so silly. I had a few COVID scares, or just things that I thought maybe were related. I don't know.
So we're dropping the baby. Okay, no, we're not dropping the baby.
We're not dropping the baby. No, I would never do that, people.
But we're moving.
No,
yes, you have mentioned that you have some COVID scares.
And I think a lot of people have related to my first one. It's more just oddities. I think a lot of people have been saying they've been having very weird dreams.
Oh,
Like really weird dreams.
okay.
And I had one, I think so much is on our minds. Like last night I woke up just startled in a sweat because my dream, there were just thousands of leaping porcupines.
No.
Yes. Yes, it was a nightmare, Jean. A nightmare. They were all over and they were jumping up as high as my face and they were trying to attack me.
Oh.
Leaping porcupines. I don't know if anyone else has had this.
Oh my.
Just putting it out there.
Did you get back to sleep?
It was hard. I was shaking.
Oh my.
Shaking.
Oh.
Yes. Now, this was about 3 nights ago.
Yes.
I went to come to bed and all of a sudden I realized I couldn't see. I had lost my vision. It was all very foggy. It was just blurry and I screamed out to my OH, I'm losing my sight right now.
I
was
don't
just
need to laugh.
terrified.
Sorry.
I honestly said this and he said, honey, you're wearing your glasses, but I don't remember seeing you take out your contacts. And this really happened. So luckily, that's all it was. I had forgotten to take off.
Right, so that didn't work apparently. Okay.
That did not work. So thankful I didn't have to rush to the
Right,
hospital.
but
So yeah, always remember to
but
take
now,
your
are
contacts
you finding
out.
that? What is the rule with contacts now?
What? I have the 30-day ones.
Oh, so once they've okay. So, yeah. All right. So,
Yeah. Some people have disposable,
but
every
you
day.
think you have the
Anyway.
okay? That probably is pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
Just don't put your glasses on with
Oh,
them.
God. And
That's
did
all.
you really say
Very
I'm losing?
disarming.
What did you say again? Say this.
I said I have lost my vision. It's going. Help. I really did. It never occurred to me. Yeah.
All right. I
Anyway.
think, Lauren, there is like nothing else we can say today after that. I think we're
Well,
getting near the end of our
That
time,
is
but
pretty
that
much
was stunning.
my
That was a
life.
stunning conclusion. I mean, I can think of no other topic.
Well, there
all
you
right.
go. It's just a tip
Yeah.
for all. Yes.
Well, until we meet again, Laura, stay healthy.
Yeah.
Stay
distance.
Stay distance.
Wash
Be
your
careful.
hands.
You're not planning to go to the store much.
No, I've been doing grocery pickup and we're very
With that.
careful.
How about the have you ordered much food from restaurants?
We have not. My children have. We have not. How about
No,
you?
we haven't either. Mostly because I thought, for the expense, I'm sitting in my recliner eating. I might as well eat, my cans of baked beans or.
Well, exactly. Although another slight scare, hopefully we'll get through it, is my can opener is not working very well.
Oh, and see, some cans still
Yeah.
need to be opened, don't they? All right.
Yeah.
You are so
Anyway.
brave. Get so enjoy your
As are
foods,
you.
and we'll stay happy, but we'll be praying for everyone else too. We will. We truly,
Yes,
truly will.
definitely.
So it's time to say thank you to Pat, right?
Yep. Thank you, Pat, for all you do for trying to make our remote podcast sound somewhat okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we have to go through this is the hardest part of the.
Oh, it's so hard because I never write it down, but you can find us at okboomerpod.com.
Yes.
And you can find us on Instagram and Twitter, right? OK_boomer pod.
Yeah.
I never remember
Yes.
that.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
_ boomer.
Yes. Of course, all your favorite podcast platforms.
Which there are many. We're there. And
Yes.
if you happen to know us personally, which feel free to friend us, we are right on Facebook.
Yep, we are.
So look for us there.
Oh.
And so I will say, I've noticed people have been saying love you a lot since we can't, even on the TV, since we can't hug or I noticed
Fist pump.
people have been saying, love you. So, Laura, you're okay, and I love you.
Aw, Jean, you're okay. I love you. And I guess it's time to say toodaloo from beautiful Ohio. Bye.
Bye.
Be sure to come back to beautiful Ohio and the OK Boomer podcast. To listen to previous episodes or to drop us a line, visit okboomerpod.com.